Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at integers. I think this is the last lesson dealing with the examples of integers. So at this point we're looking at subtraction, correct? And we're looking at examples on page 49, and it's for exercise 4, I think. Exercise 4 we did in parts, no? So it's a fairly large exercise. So that's where we're at. So today we're looking at subtraction. So here we are told that in each case of subtraction we need only to remove the brackets and then simplify. There is no new rules. As we know, negative times a negative is a positive. We do that already. Okay, so 3 minus 5 comes 3 plus 5, which is 8. Okay. They explain that to us. So let's look at examples dealing with this here. And we were applying the rule all the time already, not so? So let's look at the first example. So you've got negative 2. A minus 3a. So what do we have to do first? The brackets, not so? So it's negative 2a. What's negative times negative? Positive 3a. Okay, you know that quickly. Sorry about this. Should be a bit better now. So what is negative 2 plus 3? Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. So negative 2a plus 3a is 1a. Alright. Here we got negative 4x. Get rid of the brackets. What's negative times positive? Negative 2x. Negative times negative? Positive 5. So what is minus 4? Minus 2. Negative 6. Negative 6 plus 5. Negative 1. So negative 4x minus 2x is negative 6x. Negative 6x plus 5x is negative 1x. Which is negative x. Okay, you guys understand? Let's carry on. Number 3. So we got 5p minus into negative p plus negative 3p. So what we need to do here is get rid of the brackets. So it becomes 5p was negative 1 times negative p. Positive p. So remember there's a 1 there. Not so. What's positive times negative? Negative 3p. So what is 5p plus 1p? 6p. And 6p minus 3p? 3p. Okay. Is there any confusion at this point? No. Okay, here we are told important to know the bracket is removed by multiplying each term by negative 1. We spoke about that already. If there's no number here, there's a 1 there. Not so. So there's nothing happened to the first. There's negative x squared minus 4x plus 3. Now what's negative 1 times 2x squared? Negative 2x squared. What's negative 1 times positive 3x? Negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 1? Positive 1. Okay. So what do we look for now? Like terms. Okay. So x squared is a like term to negative 2x squared. Negative 4x is a like term to negative 3. 1 is a like term to 3. Not so. So what is x squared minus 2x squared? What is 1 minus 2? Negative 1. You all agree with that? So what is 1 minus 2x, 1 x squared minus 2x squared? It's negative 1 x squared or negative x squared. What is negative 4x minus 3x? Negative 7x, correct? What's 3 plus 1? Any confusion at this point? Okay, number 5. How many terms are there? 4 terms. Why you say 6? Huh? So remember the bracket and everything inside it is considered as 1 term. What separates terms is positive and negative signs. So let's multiply out to get rid of the bracket here. So first is going to be negative 2a plus 3b minus c. Okay. So what's negative times positive? Negative 3c. Negative times negative? Positive 5a. Negative times positive? Negative. What do I do now? Like terms. Negative 2a plus 5a. 3b on its own. C, negative c, negative 3c, and negative 1 is also on its own. You all agree with that? So what's negative 2a plus 5a? Huh? Positive 3a is, and positive 3b is. What's negative 1c minus 3c? Negative 4c minus. Is there any confusion? Any questions? Yes, Michael. Yes? No. She's asking if you've got negative 2a plus 3b minus c plus 3c minus 5a plus 1. Are you saying that, or you without the positive? Okay. Oops. You're saying without the positive? Like it? So you are asking, must you multiply the negative 2a and so on? And then the b, and then the c. Is that what you want? Okay, we can answer that question. Would you do that? No. What would you do? Yes. You want to multiply only the negative c. That's a c. At this point, we're only going to multiply the negative c. Why? Because there's 1, 2, 3 terms. Before we can add and subtract, we must simplify the terms. And every time you're going to multiply in like that if it's 1 term. As you can see here, this is 1 term. Okay. Any other questions? You can't help the stuff is so easy, no? Too easy for I know you guys are telling yourselves, right, when you come to high school, we're going to do nice challenging questions in maths. I'm looking forward to it, but sorry sorry that the questions are not so challenging. Yeah? People, the question 6 is subtract 2x minus 3y from 5x plus 8y. So let's take a step back. If the sum had read, subtract 10 from 18. If the sum read, subtract 10 from 18. What would the calculation have been? 18 minus 10, which is 8. So it would have been 18 minus 10, which is 8. What if it was 18 and 10? Subtract 18 from 10. Sorry? 10 minus 18. How do you get that? Which is negative. Okay. Because it is from 10 that I'm subtracting 18. Not so? So now, we have variables in its place. Can you see that, people? We have variables now. So subtract 2x minus 3y from 5x plus 8y. So what must go first? 5x plus 8y minus 2x minus 3y. And this has to go in the bracket here. Okay. Why must there be a bracket? There's more than one term following in negatives. Yes, Michael?
So does get that minus the 285 and 2x to get it from negative times positive?
No. We get that negative because of the word subtract. You see here? It's not O, it's subtract. He's asking where does negative come from? Coming from the word subtract. Okay. Any other questions? So now we're going to make it a rule for us. Is that whenever you see the word from, you underline and you write whatever follows it first. Okay, you'll hear me say that often. Whatever you see the word from, you underline, whatever comes after that you write first. That operation must be done first. You guys understand? Yes. Alright, so let's get rid of this bracket. Multiplying, and then get 5x plus 8y. What's negative times positive? Negative 2x. What's negative times negative? Positive 3y. So what do you say we're going to look for like them? So 5x minus 2x, 3x, 8y plus 3y. Do you guys understand? Right. Is there any confusion? No. Are you okay, Michael? Why are you closing your eyes? Don't you want to see the sun? Huh? You don't want to see the sun? You don't want, but you're going to close your eyes with your hand, you're not going to see the sun. Alright. People, just look at number 7, example, on page 49, number 7. How much more is 4x squared minus 2x plus 1 than negative x squared plus 10x minus 10? Negative x squared plus x minus 10. People, let's go again. If this was 18 and 10, how much more is 18 than 10? How do I get that? 18 minus 10. Okay. What if I add? What if I add 10 and 18? How much more is 10 than 18? Still going to be 10 minus 18, which is negative 8. So in other words, you must subtract to get that value. You guys understand? Likewise here. How much more is 4x squared minus 2x plus 1 than negative x squared plus x minus 10? So what are you going to write first? 4x squared will be 4x squared minus 2x plus 1, and then I have to subtract brackets negative x squared plus x minus 10. Why a bracket, people? It's more than one term following a negative sign. You guys got it? So what do I do now? Multiply. Get rid of the brackets. So you're going to get 4x squared minus 2x plus 1. What's negative times negative? Positive x squared. What's positive times negative? Negative x. Negative times negative? Positive 10. So what will I be doing now? Looking for like terms. Alright, so 4x squared is a like term to x squared. Negative 2x is a like term to negative x. 1 is a like term to 10. 1 and 10 is also known as what? Constant terms. Okay, why? So the terms in the remainder same. Whilst the other terms are called variables. They can change. No? So you got 4x squared plus x squared is what? 5x squared. What's negative 2x minus 1x? Negative 3x. So what's 1 plus 10? People say any confusion there? No. Let's pick up the pace a bit and see if any of you guys are getting bored. Right. People, it says here from negative 10x plus 3 subtract 4a squared minus 1 plus 8. So what did we say? We're going to underline the word from and write whatever follows from, you write first. That's negative 10 plus 3a minus brackets 4a squared minus 1 plus 8. Okay. So what do I do now? Get rid of the brackets. So it's going to be negative 10a plus 3a. Negative times positive is negative 4a squared. Negative times negative, positive 1. Negative times positive, negative 8. So what do I look for now? Like terms. And then negative 4a is a squared answer. What's negative 10 plus 1? Negative 9. 3a minus 1a. 2a minus 4a. Okay. Vertical subtraction. Remember we did vertical addition? Important to note, like terms are written one below the other. Okay. Now we are told to subtract. But if the sum was subtract these two, if it was 4a squared minus 3a plus 2 and we had to subtract, then I would have put negative into negative 5a squared minus 8a plus 6, which is 4a squared minus 3a plus 2 plus 5a squared plus 8a minus 6, and we look for like terms, so they give you 9a squared plus 5a minus 4. With that in mind, if you're going to look at the sum here, if I add those two, what's going to happen? You're going to get negative a squared, which is not 9a squared. Can you see that? If we add negative 3a and negative 8a, we're going to get negative 11a and not 5a. Can you see that? So importantly, when we see the word subtract, it's then going to be 4a squared minus 5a squared. Can you see that? And what is negative times negative? Positive 5a squared, which is 9a squared. You guys understand? So let's look at the next one. We don't have to write this down. What's negative 3a minus 8a? It's going to be negative 3a plus 8a, which is positive 5a. And what is 2 minus positive 6? Will become 2 minus 6, which is negative. People, you guys understand? Yes?
So if you sound like that, can you just do that calculation and then put in
This one here?
Yes.
Yes.
And put the answer in there.
Yes, you will.
And
So,
also mark
Yeah, 100%. She's asking, can we do this rather on the side? And write that answer in here? Yes, you may. Okay. Or what you can do is, you can say, okay, since I'm subtracting, what do we know what it is? We must change the signs on the line. That's just another way of looking at the same thing. If we change the signs on the line, what's negative becomes positive, negative becomes positive, positive becomes negative. So it's 4a squared plus 5a squared, 9a squared. Minus 3a plus 8a, positive 5a. 2 minus 6, negative 4. 3 different ways that you can look at the same. You guys understand? Okay. Let's look at the next one. This is exactly what I explained there. You see that? Number 10 says again subtract. So what am I going to do? I'm going to change the signs on the line. It's the easiest. I think it's the easiest. I change the signs here. From negative it becomes positive. From positive it becomes negative. Negative becomes positive. So what is 14x squared plus 5x squared? 19x squared. What is negative 2x minus 6x? Negative 8x. And then plus. People say any confusion there? Yes? It's only subtract here. The only time we change the signs on the line will be. If it says add, it would have been straight. It would have been, if that said add, it would have been 14a squared minus 5a squared is going to give you 9x squared, sorry. That's going to give you plus 4x minus 3. If the sum was add. But because it's subtract, we change the signs on the line, and then we add it. Okay. Any other confusion there, people? So that basically brings us to the end of the subtraction part. Now I'm going to look at substitution. Two types of subtraction, horizontal and vertical, which we did exactly what they are saying here. Put a bracket around the expression that has to be subtracted, remove the brackets. Be very sure about which expressions must be written down first, which one must be subtracted from which. Vertical, write like terms terms below one another. Subtract by putting an extra negative in front of the second term, namely negative 10 minus 3, which become negative 10 plus 3, which is negative 7. Alright, now we're going to look at substitution. People, have we dealt with substitution before? Yes. However, now we're going to look at substitution dealing with negatives or integers. Okay. When we did substitution before, we looked at natural numbers only. Okay. So for the example, we're going to use A to be minus 1, B to be minus 2, and C to be 5. Okay, I think we're on the next page now. No? We're on page 50. Okay. So the question says calculate the value of AB, BC plus 3B cubed. So that means to say, wherever I see a I put a minus 1. Wherever I see a B I put a negative 2. Wherever I see a C I put a 5. A negative 5, a 5. Okay. So let's look at the first one. What happens between A and B? Multiplication. So whatever the value of A is, I must multiply it by the value of B. Okay, that girl doesn't want to do maths. She rather wants to sleep. You're sorry for sleeping. Okay. Remember that when I mark your paper. Right, let's go. A is negative 1, so it's going to be negative 1 times B, which is negative 2, plus B, which is negative 2, and C is 5, plus 3 times negative 2 cubed. Okay, you all agree with that? For that you get your 1 marker in. Okay? So from here it's just a matter of simplifying, not so. Let's simplify. What do we get? Negative 1 times negative 1, positive. Negative 1 times negative 2, positive 2. What's negative times positive? Negative times positive. Negative. 2 times 5. Okay. So for this sum here, I need to sort out my bracket first. So it's plus 3. Negative to an even exponent will always be positive. Negative to an odd exponent will always be negative. Is 3 odd or even? Odd. Negative cubed is negative. 2 cubed. Can I add the terms already? No. Right, let's rather keep it in a bracket. That needs to be sorted out first. So it's going to be 2 minus 10. I could have written negative 8. But what is positive times negative? Negative. 3 times 8? 24. What's 2 minus 10? Negative 8. Negative 8 minus 24. Negative 32. Okay. Is there any confusion here? Yes, Michael? I thought you were going to ask me something mathematical. Okay, make quick. I'm moving too fast. Huh? No. Okay. I really cut this. People, let's look at number 2. Why didn't I take the reference? We got if A is equal to negative 1, B is negative 2, C is 5, calculate the value of. So here we got in brackets negative 2 and negative A, B, C raised to the exponent 2. One or two things I can do here. I can either substitute first or I can simplify first. Not so. Which one do you want me to do? We're going to simplify first. Negative to an even exponent will be positive. Positive what? A squared, B squared, C squared. Not so. That positive I don't need there. Not so. So what's the value for A? So it's negative 1 squared times B, negative 2 squared times C, 5 squared. What is negative 1 squared? Positive 1 times. What could have written the multiplication sign? What's negative 2 squared? Positive 4. What's 5 squared? 25. What's positive times positive times positive? Positive. 1 times 4. And 4 times 25 is? Okay. That girl was just sleeping. Am I boring today? Is the lesson boring, Michael? Why are you sleeping? You're tired. You're tired of me. Yeah, if I just remembered your names, man. Yeah. Because I don't know your names, I can't mark your papers first and see what you know. But anyway. What's your name? Huh? Okay. I remember her. And what is that geography one's name? Huh? What? Laseto. Laseti. Can you initiate? Okay, I got it. For now, I'm just keep it. People number 3, we've got 3a cubed plus 3b. Right. So a is what? 1, negative 1. So it's 2 into negative 1 cubed plus 3 into negative 2. Yes? You all agree with that? Yes. Alright, so what's negative 1 cubed? Negative 1. And I can multiply this, no? What's positive times negative? Negative. 3 times 2. So what must be done now? Get rid of the bracket, yes. So positive times negative? Negative 1 times 2? 2 minus 6. So what's negative 2 minus 6? Negative 8. Right? Any confusion there, people? Chrissy? You alright? Good. Right. Let's look at the last one. We sit for our exam, eh? Put what you have learned in the test. Okay. Rule number 4. We got a squared b squared minus bc over a. Where do we start? Substitution. Why could have simply, go ahead. It would have been left with a b squared minus bc over a anyway, so let's do the substitution first. That would have given us negative 1 squared. What's your value for b? Negative 2. You see, in a's place negative 1, b's place negative 2. Minus b squared. B squared. No, that's what I missed. Sorry about that. The negative b is what? Negative 2 times 5 over negative 1. Okay. So this will sort out our brackets in the first instance there. So what's negative 1 squared? Positive 1. What's negative 2 squared? Positive 4. And I can multiply this out, you all agree? So negative times negative times positive. 2 times 5 over. What's going to happen now? What's positive 1 times positive 4? Positive 4 plus 10 over 1, negative 1. What is 4 plus 10? 14 over negative 1, which is negative 1. Was there any confusion there? Yes? Yeah? What about this sum here? What if I had told you, okay? I'm waking up my own sum. What if the sum was and I'm going to pause the video at this point. I would like you guys to take that sum quickly. Sorry about that. It's supposed to have been negative 3b plus, minus c. Let's see how easy is it. Right. So what did you guys write? 2 bracket 5
bracket
plus
bracket
negative 2 bracket cube.
bracket
To the exponent, negative 3 times negative 2 minus 5. Right, let's see. That is 10 minus 8, 6 minus 5, which is 2 to the 1. You got it right? What did you write? Did you get this out? Did you write that? Oh, this part. But now you know. That basically brings us to the end of this chapter, and all the content is covered for your upcoming exam. Okay. So with that, you should be able to do now. We have done exercise 4, number 1 and 2, correct? Huh? The whole exercise. Inclusive of number 3. Okay. Did I send you the answers of the survey? Yes. So let's look at problems that you guys had. Okay, I'm going to stop the video at this point. Otherwise, you want the full lesson, you'll find it in the description box.